Good morning, everybody. It is National Licorice Day. What a crazy thing is that? Who would have thought there'd be a National Licorice Day? I am Dr. Minette Riordan with North Texas Kids Magazine and the Academy for Parent Coaching International, here with another adventure in Heartwise Parenting. And I wanted to share with you today something fun from a blog post that my husband found. And the blog is called AchillesEffect.com. I'll put it in the notes below so that you can link to it to go check it out. And I was reading around on this woman's blog today, and at first when I saw it, I didn't even know if it was a man or a woman that had written it. Well, it's a mom who has two sons and is a blogger, social media expert. Just looks like she's an amazing woman. And she decided to do a study of toy commercials and the language that is used to see how gender biased they were, because she was tired of seeing all these things directed at boys that had everything to do with battle and power and all this stuff. So it's totally a fascinating study, and I wanted to share it with you and make sure you go over and check it out. So, I went to grad school in the 80s, a hot time for lots of feminist studies. I did all these classes on feminism, read all the classic text and everything, and then I had kids, and then everything you learn kind of goes out the window no matter what you read. What I have found, I have one of each. I have a girl and a boy, and I have found that from the cradle, they are just different beings. There is no doubt about it. That being said, that doesn't mean that I want to see my children get stuck in gender bias or gender stereotypes. I want them to be exposed to everything. They're going to make their own choices, and there's nothing I can do about that. And the crazy thing is true. Connor is fascinated with battle and war and video games. And is it his innate nature versus nurture? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. Or does it really only have to do with what he's interested in, what he's seeing on TV, what he's being bombarded with? My kids watch the same things on TV. It's not like they're seeing different things. But this woman's blog was so cool, because what she did was she went to Wordle.com and she made these really cool images. Can you see that on there? I'm not very good at putting this stuff on here. This is the girl one. And look at the words that pop out at you: love, babies, fun, fashion, magic, girl, mommy, hair, color, all these beautiful things, glitter, show, party. Fascinating. Things that everybody should be excited about. Love, but also they're totally inspiring our girls. They have to be perfect and adorable, and they have to be focused on partying and coloring their hair and what they wear. So things that, I don't necessarily want my 9-year-old daughter focused on at all, but is that the lesser of two evils? This is the one that I think really impacted me the most. And let me see if I can get this one up here for you guys to see, and I can still see you too. Look at that. Battle, power, special forces, vehicle, launch, transform, heroes, armor, stealth. Where are the words like creativity and experience and rock? They're on there, but in her studies it showed, and she even went back when people asked her for what the background information was. She actually went back and made spreadsheets of all the commercials she watched and how many times the words showed up. So in the number of commercials she watched, battle was still the number one word to show up. Creative and experience each showed up like 2 times. So while, I know that boys will be boys, I grew up with a brother and lots of boys cousins, and they like to have wars. And that time everybody played cowboys and Indians. I understand that, but they have to be exposed to other things as well. Where is the love? Where's the relationship? Where's teaching our boys how to be sensitive and how to have great friendships that don't revolve around constant battles and wars? I understand there's differences. My husband and I could probably get on here in front of you and debate all day. But what I want for my kids is to have great relationships with other people. And if I look at these words and what they're focused on in this image that this amazing woman created, then, how do I know that he's learning that or being exposed to that unless I'm the one taking responsibility? As always, adventures in Heartwise Parenting are all about being connected to your kids, listening to them, and modeling for them the kind of relationships that we want to have. I am not opposed to my kids running around outside like crazy and the boys having sword fights and doing those things, but do they understand what the implications are? Do they understand what's on the other end? How are they using this to impact life skills? And how am I balancing their need for battle with my need for them to understand what it means to love and have positive relationships with people? So my question for you today, and I would love to have some feedback, some comments on here, or go over and post on our Facebook page. You can just search for North Texas Kids. What's your opinion about nature versus nurture, and the difference between girls and boys? I can't talk today. Can you tell us it at home today? I love working from home. So excited. Look, no makeup, didn't have to do my hair. I'm clean. That's all I can say for today. Okay, back to work. Have a great day, and let us hear what you think about what they're trying to teach our girls and our boys, right? Are we teaching them the right things? Do we want our girls to be stronger and not focused on all the lovey-dovey stuff? What's your opinion? Let us hear from you. Dr. Minette Riordan with North Texas Kids, northtexaskids.com, and the Academy for Parent Coaching International. Make it a great day.